take out some of these buildings that were coming through. We did have a command center here. I'm not sure if that's going to... No, it's not. He cancels that one. And another racks down here at the main as well. But some Marines are coming down here. They have jumped out of their medevac and they're going to try and make use of their range against the Mutalisks, and the Mutalisks come in trying to clean up tanks. This is what you want to do as Zerg while you are droning up, and I can assure you, yeah, he is. He's sort of droning up quite heavily here. He's sitting on 70 drones at the moment on his 4 bases, and you would expect that Nestea will actually try and utilize the Mutalisks to actually control where everything is of the Terran forces, and obviously make sure that he can control the amount of tanks. That was one big thing that you can do with mutas, is actually take out a lot of stuff with tanks. But meanwhile, we do have a drop here. Bit of boxer micro going there. We've got some stim going off. These guys have got combat shields, so they are not going to die in a hurry. But the Spinecrawler here poking away is not going to be able to save this expansion. I think this we may see a few deaths here. In fact, no, the Baneleys are going to come in. They have come in here, rolling in, smashing through those Marines, and they are gone. And those ones did not get to the chopper because these 3 choppers are out of there. But they are not going to survive either. Look at that, the bounce from these guys, just the glaive worms bouncing across there, taking out all 3 of those medevacs. And wow, we actually have all of this expansion. This gold is almost gone from Zergie. So that's as I mentioned before, we were talking about mules and mule versus supply drop. Supply drop obviously gives you effectively 100 minerals that wasn't there because you were creating something out of nothing. Wait, we got a big attack here. I'll rant on about that in a second. These Baneleys tearing through everything here. All of these Marines die. This tank is just on 14 health, and as we can see, another sort of exchange there. I wouldn't say that was obviously beneficial to the Terran, but he did clean up some of the Zerg units that were there, but so many units lost from Zergie here. As we can see on the actual units lost tab, we've lost 300 Zerg units. Obviously, a lot of them being drones and that sort of thing that was killed down at the 6 earlier on in the game, but also some of the Banelings that were lost there as well. So Nestea is just sort of controlling, as I said before, I'm sort of ranting on about control, but he's just sort of trying to control the Terran, making sure that he has to spend a lot more money rebuilding all of his defensive units and structures, that sort of thing, and just making sure that he is doing a good job keeping on top of all of that. And here he comes again. He's going to try and take out this Rax. There are a huge heap of Mutalisks here at the moment. This is getting a bit out of control. There's 19 Mutalisks here. They can probably take out some of these turrets, I would suspect. There are 3 turrets around. He's got 4 here, a couple more up here. But they have taken out a couple of the turrets and got rid of a few of them. We got another attack here. Some more Zerglings and Banelings. We got mutas from the side as well coming in. These Banelings are just cleaning up everything. So many Banelings. There we go. I said it. I said it. And the Banelings just clean up all of the Marines that were left over, and in fact these medevacs, not sure what they were doing, but they get cleaned up as well. We've got a bit of a switch here from Zergie. He's popped down 3 factories, and I believe there are a couple more in the main whilst we watch these mutas clean up everything, but we do have a bit of a switch. We've got Zergie switching across to a few more factories. He's probably going to try and crank out a few more tanks. Perhaps we'll hopefully see some Thors to try and stop all of these mutas, because as I said before, this muta count is getting a bit out of control. There's just once you get to that sort of sweet spot with the numbers of mutas, they can be very hard to stop without the right mixture of units to counter them. Let's just have a quick look back at Nestea's base, and we'll see what he's doing. He's got a hive done. We're going to see some lava pop there, flipping out of the hive there. More coming out here as well. We'll probably see an inject in just a second because he's just that good. Or at the moment, he's actually trying to control these Mutalisks, trying to stop these turrets from going up. Meanwhile, just back on Nestea's base, he's grabbing the gold expansion here. He's got 6 up and running, a little bit of oversaturation, not too bad though. We have another drop here from Zergie. He's going to come in here with some Marines, clean up some of these drones. This Queen is probably going to die, not enough to kill these Marines. These Marines are going to take shots at this hatchery. I do not think there's enough of them there, but they are going to try and take out some of these Mutalisks, and the mutas come across and to try and clean out the medevacs first to try and stop the healing, but they do not kill all of the medevacs, and in fact these Marines have actually cleaned up so many Mutalisks here. They come across, the Spinecrawlers poking away at the Marines there, but they just cannot be stopped at the moment. But I tell you what, there we go, Zerg style, bringing in a whole heap of Zerglings there. That's 2 pages worth of Zerglings there, guys. So a huge attack there. And we have Broodlords. So we do have a Greater Spy. There it is from Nestea. And he's going to be bringing in the big guns from the air. He's going to bring in a whole bunch of Broodlords. What he's going to try and do, I would suspect, is try and take out some of these tanks from afar, take out some of these turrets from afar, and just try and utilize the massive range of the Broodlords. But it looks as if these 2 Vikings are going to come in as well and try and have a shot. We do have, we've got a couple of Infestors, we've got some Broodlords. The Broodlords are going to get shots at them now. You're going to lose a bit of health there. They finally turn around. A little bit slow there. Fungal growth on the Vikings. Not okay, there we go. We do have some mutas coming in here. There's only 4 mutas though. Not really. They do clean it up. Nice job. Nice job. And we've got, we got expansions all over the place. Look at this from Zergie. He's well aware of the Broodlords, but he is just going to come in and take whatever he can. In fact, there is another command center going down here. No, and another one. What is this? I think he's doing Day 9's Fun Day Monday, expanding every 5 minutes, and he's just making up for the last 20 minutes or so. But these Broodlords are now going to move in here. As we said, we're probably going to see them take shots from range, and the mutas are going to try and stop the Vikings. But they just a little bit too much defense here from Zergie. He's going to see. He's going to try and make sure these Broodlords cannot do anything. But the Banelings coming in from the side as well, cleaning up a lot of these Marines, and the Vikings are now just free to go to work on these Mutalisks from afar. And they're going to clean up all of these Broodlords. I think these guys are going to need to head home, but nope, this guy is not going to escape. All of the Broodlords go down. That was every single one, except maybe these 2. I'm not even sure if they came to battle. They were being a bit lazy. But let's just see what Nestea is up to. Currently, he's got the Ultralisk cabin. There it is. We've got that is all done. We'll see the extra plating for the Ultras come online in just a minute. And we've got a whole bunch of Overlords here. No, these guys are having a party down here at this island. I'm not sure why Nestea hasn't taken this yet, but he's going to need to soon, I think, just to keep up in the economy. And these Vikings coming around here, floating around, shooting down some Overlords. This is what I wanted to see, was some Vikings floating around, taking out Overlords all over the joint. And if he can actually force Nestea to build a lot of Overlords, because he's going to need the supply. And now these Broodlords, taking advantage of the fact that the Vikings are on the other end of the map, are going to come across here, try and take out some of these buildings and units here, using the splash damage, the hilarious splash damage of tanks on Broodlings. Sorry, I keep saying that. And we've got a Mutalisk flock also down here trying to take out some units, but they are going to get intercepted by these Vikings. But keep an eye on the left side of your screen, guys. There is a Nidus Worm here. The Mutalisks do go down. They all get shot to pieces, although there are some more on the side here. Let's just have a look what's happening here. Nice reactions there by Zergie. He actually cleans up that Nidus Worm, cleans up a few of the leftover Zerglings that actually got out of the tube, and going to clean up that. But Nestea is now going to expand to the island expansion, I think. He's got the Nidus Worm coming out here. He's going to use drones and put them through there and get that all secure and up and running, which he definitely needs. We're currently sitting in a situation where Nestea is currently sitting on about 2k minerals income and about 1k gas, but we still don't actually have some of these expansions here. Oh, you got another Nidus Worm. We just want to see some of the expansions go up for Zergie, given that he's now out of gas. But well, he's not out of gas, but you know, he's on a low income of gas. That's the word. He's doing it boxer style, getting no gas at all. But a Nidus Worm comes out here. The Nidus is spewing out some Zerglings. They're going to come across here, but once again, fantastic defense by Zergie there to clean up those Zerglings and the Nidus Worm itself. Now using these Marines down here, we've got some fantastic drops going on here from both players, or drops, or worms, whatever you want to do. But the Banelings are rolling across here. They've got the speed of the creep on the ground, but there are so many Banelings here. It just cleans up everything, and that drop is all done and dusted for Zergie. So what I see is pumping out a whole lot of Vikings here at the moment, but let's just see what Zergie does in response to this expansion here. This is what I'm interested in, because if he can actually secure this one, then Zergie's going to be in a really nice position, especially given that we haven't actually had any expansion go up here for Nestea. But what he's got some Ultralisks out, and they do have their upgraded armor, we've got for all of the Zerg units, of course, we've got plus, we've got 3/3 for all of the Zerg units. He's going to jump back inside this Nidus Worm. He's probably going to have another drop. He tried to. He tried to have another drop over here, or worm over across on the side there, but didn't really work out. I want to see him do one over here. If he can actually get one over here, he might be able to, with some banelings, roly-poly in and take out that planetary fortress. But speaking of planetary fortresses, we've got them. How many are there? There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I think that's 6 planetary fortresses in total. Huge amount. Not sure if anyone's ever seen that many before. But let's see how they go at actually defending, because there is a massive amount of banelings here. He's doing it Artosis style, so many banelings, and he's trying to crank out as many as he can, because it looks as if he might be going for an attack. We've got a grand total of 75 banelings at the moment, along with 8 Ultralisks, 3 Infestors, and 7 Mutas to try and control the sky. And it looks as if he might try and either roll in or perhaps use a tube to run through and clean everything up. But it looks as if he's sort of just running around us at the moment, just to he might be trying to see if there's any sorts of weaknesses in this Terran position. Obviously, from this side here, if he wants to use the advantage of the creep, he can run up here and actually use that. Although there are still a whole bunch of tanks here. We've got what's that? We've got like 8 tanks that are prepared to defend here, along with his planetary fortress, a couple of turrets as well, and a few Hellions. Do they have blue flame? No, they don't have blue flame just at the moment. But he's going to use, here we go, we got this Mutalisk going across here. Spots what's here. Says, you know, he's sort of thinking to himself, should I? He is going in. He's going to go in. Yeah, rolling in with the Ultralisks at the front to take the damage from the tanks. Fungal growth going down on these Hellions. They just get absolutely ripped up. Planetary Fortress. Banelings coming through here, and everything is going according to plan for Nestea. The Banelings actually did a lot more damage there than any of the other units, but we've got this Ultralisk wanted to take out that planetary fortress, but it's not going to be able to. Nestea is telling them all, go do his main. He's going to try and take care of the main here. Let's just keep an eye on what these Vikings are doing as well. The Vikings down here at the island expansion are also taking out a lot of these Ultralisks. If he can clean up a lot of these, this could change the face of the game, given that he's about to lose his main. And all of these Ultras are in here doing a buttload of damage. They do 47 damage to Armored. I'm pretty sure